Hello everyone, my name is Evelyn Guzman and I'm going to show you my senior project named New TSG Processes. So first we're gonna need to know what is TSG. TSG is an acronym of Technical Service Group. So this is a service that the electrical engineer department offers to students. They provide equipment and support to the EE students and faculty as well. Some of the base services is that they provide short and long-term equipment loans, and they have even high or low value equipment loans as well. They give access to students to use the student project labs, and they make them accessible for them to use electronic parts as well. So pretty much this group is in charge to provide the students the necessary equipment for their classes and their projects. Some of the things that I need to talk about is like the current process that this group is using. The current service is that this TSG group offers is pretty much they handle Adobe Forms for collecting the personal data from the students. So pretty much they send a form, the student fills a form with their name, their email, and all the private information, as well as the equipment name and the equipment, advisor that are like looking up to that project. And it's pretty much like a back and forth of signatures after that. And after the information is filled and all the forms are signed, the group has to download this information data and put it on a Google, like an Excel sheet manually. So pretty much everything is just a manual process. And for like personal, like private reasons, I can not show the current data, but I kind of like cross it out the names just to keep it private since it's like really important information for the students. So pretty much this is like the Excel sheet that shows right now, and yeah, this each field is pretty much the name, the email, the phone number, the equipment name, etc. So starting with the user research that I did a lot of interviews. I met up with the staff members that they use this process as a daily basis, and I just asked them what were the issues and what were the problems that they handle every single day and that they face. So some of the comments that they made is that the process is outdated. The Excel sheets requires manual updates, and that leaves room for typos or duplicate entries or incorrect like timestamps or missing data. And because if they have many students at the electrical engineering department, and all of them use the same things and they need the same things, the number of items or transactions becomes larger, so the Excel sheet becomes also difficult to maintain. So I pretty much divided two things in this user research. What they need and the obstacles that they have. So I pretty much ask different questions and we come up with these needs that they have. So one of them is the student or user information handling and viewing. They need something to still see the information and they still handle their information. They want different tabs for the different functionalities of the control process, which means that the forms have different functionalities or different tabs where they handle their information, their student information, depending on what is the requirement that they want, what is the process that they're submitting. They want a visual appealing design because they're kind of tired of Excel sheets, and they want a straightforward interaction with this. They want something easy to use, something really straightforward to maintain. Some of the obstacles that I found was that they storage a lot of data for a single student or user. They have a lot of data from name to email to I don't know, what would it be, like faculty advisor or equipment ID number or equipment name and comments, many functionalities in the control process. So they have different tabs where they handle different things for the student, but also have a lot of information for a single one. So I started my research pretty much. I started with lo-fi prototypes. This was pretty much on paper. It was back and forth between interviews as well. I was trying to create something that will also help my user, and pretty much the staff was always next to me. Pretty like I was in this process, I was asking questions and having interviews in person to show them how my idea how this will work. So yeah, this is pretty much the high fidelity prototype. As you can see, you can show the different tabs depending on the different functionalities that they wanted. We see a student lookup tab, an out tab, a return tab, and a blacklist tab. Again, just a reminder, this is just a way to storage only the student loan information, and equipment also information. So to start, this is the pretty much the default page that they will see once they open the app, and they will go to look for a name, a student name or a student email, depending. And yeah, they will go into search and it will show the student email information. Something that we need to make clear is that because they storage so much information for one single person, we only want the main information first. This is something that they mentioned, and that they don't need to like see. Yeah, this is pretty much the high fidelity prototype that I made. You can see the different tabs for the different functionalities of the program of loaning equipment to students. At first glance, you can see the default view. This is pretty much what the staff is going to see once they open the app, and they can search. They can put the name of the student or the email of the student on the search bar, and then they will go into search. Again, as I mentioned before, they storage a lot of information for a single student. So I wanted to make something concise and pretty much and just show the main information that the staff needs to identify the student and identify the equipment and the dates. So I come up with this idea. You can see the information, the main information of the students, as well as the current loans and the equipment, the dates, and a return button for like the student as well. If they want to see more information or the rest of the information of the student, they can click the See More tab and it will display the rest of the information like phone number, employee ID, advisor name, email, etc. They want to see less, they can just click See Less, and they can also select the calendar icon to choose whatever date are they returning. We also have a past loan tab where you can see the past loans that have been made for this specific student. So you can go back to past loans. You will only see the important information as I mentioned, and you can also see the rest as well. We will go back. So we go to the Out tab. You can see all the equipments that are currently out of this group, and all the pretty much equipment that has been loaned. As you can see, these bars are color coded, which means that each color represents something different. The blue represents something or an equipment is out. A yellow signifies that means that the equipment is due soon, the red is overdue, and the black is blacklisted. We have a status bar and a sort one, just to like have more organized view depending of the needs or what they want, depending of the staff. We have a return tab. This is something that they mentioned that they wanted. I don't. They mentioned that they want something where they can see every single student in alphabetical order or not. And yeah, this is pretty much something that they wanted, just have a little bit more of I don't know, just a little bit more of control over this. We can also go to the blacklist. This will show all the people that have been blacklisted. This is important as well for them because there's a different process for the people that don't return the equipment. They specifically wanted to add a person and be able to add student information as well. We go to the add person, we can see the different fields that they need to be filled. We go to add person, it will show how the person has been added to the blacklist, and if the student wants to go back to see the blacklist, you can just go back to the blacklist tab. And yeah, this is pretty much how this new process looks like for them. Thank you.